So I don't know if any of you saw the Anthony Joshua Dillian Whyte fight the other night, but not Anthony Joshua, sorry, Tyson Fury Dillian Whyte fight the other night. If you are aware of Dillian Whyte or whatever, I've never questioned his will to win. He's For anyone who doesn't know, he's waited like over 1,000 days for a title shot, which is crazy because there's supposed to be like a mandatory system. And anyway, he waited a very long time. He got this title shot, and he'd suffered two losses in his career, which for a heavyweight is not good. Boxing works very different. I'm a fan of the UFC. What boxing's very different. Just a few losses on your record could mean that you never fight for a title again. Anyway, like I said, I've never doubted his commitment to fighting and winning, but he didn't want to be part of the build up and stuff. It was very very nice to Tyson Fury when they normally talk so much shit about each other. More than that, I've seen certain things around Jake Paul, around the UFC, and other places where, to be quite honest with you, fights have been thrown, and the way they throw fights, by the way, people think that both fighters are in on it. They're not. That's not how it works. One fighter will be in on it, and the other fighter will not know. That's why they genuinely celebrate. They actually think they've won. So I'm not saying that's happened, but Dillian Whyte, what he's capable of, even if he got himself knocked out swinging, what he's capable of in terms of grinding and everything else, he didn't even really try. He was dirty, but he didn't even really try. He was slow, flat-footed, and for all the videos that or the lack of videos, but he put out, of him training and everything else, didn't look great to me. Now, obviously, if you're fighting a really good opponent, they're going to make you look ordinary anyway. But it's the first time I've watched something like that and thought, for a while, unless I was watching UFC or unless I was watching a Jake Paul event, but I don't normally see it in top class heavyweight boxing, I thought, Dillian, you have turned up purely for the paycheck. You're not interested in the title. Perhaps you don't believe. Perhaps he didn't believe from the beginning he could beat Tyson Fury. Perhaps he knew he couldn't beat him. I don't know. But then if you see him the next day as well, Dillian Whyte's driving around in his car, happy as Larry, like he's just won the lottery. So I can't help but think, did he just go in there, swing a few punches, not like what he got back, and not throw the fight because it was a proper knockout? But I don't know. No. It's the first time I've ever questioned Dillian Whyte's will to actually win. Was he just in there to survive long enough? Or, I don't know. And he said some delusional shit since. But, yeah, I don't know. Like I say, I don't think the fight was fixed or anything like that. Because, like I say, that one guy normally knows, the other guy normally doesn't. That's how they used to do it in Pride. If you've ever heard of Pride fighting, the way they used to fix fights was they would go into one guy's locker room, they would offer him everything to throw the fight. The other guy would know nothing about it, ever. And that's how they used to get away with doing it. It's very rare they would ever go and tell two fighters. So the only person that would really be on it is one fighter and the people that had asked them to take the dive. But there are a lot of people betting on Pride at the time, so I don't know. This isn't really the type of video I wanted to make for this channel, but it's just been on my mind since I watched it. It was such a terrible performance. His reaction before and afterwards made me think, wow, have you really just sort of sold out? And all this time you've been going on about this title shot, has it really just been about? I mean, obviously it's about the money, but you make more money if you're champion. And was he just trying to get the title shot to get a title shot money? And was he ever really focused on winning the championship? I don't know. What do you think?